Hi and welcome. My name is Katrina and this is our Vampire the Masquerade stream season 2 titled The Tower, a City in Peril. And yes, a city in peril it most definitely is at the moment. This episode, which is 29, is going to be very interesting, especially for the GM, because I do not know what's going to happen next at all. But I'm excited and I'm here for it.
So you don't know if we're getting somewhere?
No, at this point, something's happening. I don't know what. But that is the joy and the fun of role-playing and giving your players sway and influence to change it up. Sometimes I don't know, and now I don't know. It's going to be cool. But as per usual, I would like to introduce my lovely players as well as their characters.
Hi, I'm Marianne. I play Siobhan Price, 10th generation Toreador. Yep.
Hi, I'm Ty. I'm playing Christopher Masters, a 10th generation Ventru, conniving little bastard who is one day hopes to become the prince.
Hello, my name is Örjan, and I'm playing the role of Sean, a 9th generation bastard Gangrel. Or Gangrel bastard.
Same.
Same.
Bastard, Gangrel bastard.
Yeah.
It's an option.
That could be his name.
Or just a
Sean
bastard.
Bastard.
Yeah, Sean Bastard.
Very bad.
He did a very bad thing.
Yeah,
Well,
I think that'll be his new name.
Obituary? No, sorry.
No.
Obituary.
Past that.
Yes,
Damn.
this here lies Sean. He was a proper bastard.
Yeah. A Gangrel bastard.
When you say it like that, it sounds like a compliment. I'm
It
not
is.
sure that's what Taya meant.
It's a compliment.
We shall see. Well, as I hinted, or well, not alluded, or more described in the beginning here in the intro is, yeah, shit hit the fan.
And a couple of other things as well.
Yeah, it's poop on the floor, it's poop in the ceiling, and there's poop on all the walls.
Probably in the kitchen too.
And most likely in the soup and the tea and the coffee, it's all over. And our very young vampires are all of a sudden in a position to make decisions that greatly influences the state of the city. Will they rise to the occasion? Will they know what is a sensible choice? Or will they crumble and panic under the weight of the responsibility that has occurred this evening?
Will they even care?
Or will they? Well, and we have a Sean that had a bit of an epiphany in an alley. He had a coming to Christ sort of moment. And he is at the minute trying to get hold of the other two as they are knee-high in shit. With no further ado, let's jump straight into the bloody mess in the Masters Manor, where Siobhan and Christopher are looking at the havoc and the prince, well, nailed literally to the wall.
What do you want to do, Chris?
First of all, we need to get this shit contained. JJ?
Mr. Master, sir.
Get all the bodies outside, inside, somewhere out of sight. We don't want anyone driving by to get all this. You close the gate so no one can get in, but still, eyes might be prying. Do that and we'll talk.
Immediately, sir.
I'll, as I'm holding Diana, I want to use Spirit's Touch to see if I can get the events of what has occurred.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a rouse check for a 6 in the beginning. I have no clue how to work that out, but you know, I hope.
Yeah, you do a rouse check, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, you have your normal target for the rouse.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes on.
The spirit judge.
Yes.
You feel the room itself almost like dim down. And far, far away, you hear screaming, and something sounds like something sharp cutting, more screaming than maybe gunshots, shotgun shots, loud booms at least. The visuals of the spirit touch, it comes slowly, like it flickers us out far, far away. You see tidbits, you don't see it like a pure narrative. You see glimmers. You see ghouls fighting profusely to the death. You feel like you are riding within Diana's viewpoint. And where the ghouls fail, Diana swiftly, with accuracy, she moves without even moving. 1 minute she's dead, and 1 minute next she's breaking a neck. You don't understand how this escalated. You don't get that. You're getting from when it went really wrong. Moments later in the spirit touch, you see her confronting Montgomery. They're both almost snarling at each other. You get fragments of what's being said, but not the totality of the conversation. You hear Diana growl at him. We loved each other once. We were companions. It was us against the world. He's winning now. We failed. We need to give this world over to our progenies, to our lineage. For a moment in your spirit touch, it looks like whatever she's saying is seeping in to a very erratic Montgomery. This is not a composed man, this is a man fighting. And for a minute, it's almost like he's calming down and reaching for her. Almost for a moment, you see she's calming down. She is a little bit battle worn, but not immensely. Before he looks down and says, I will never yield, Diana. Her eyes become large and panicked because she can smell it and hear it before it happens. From the sides, heavy hitting ghouls attack her with everything they have, of gunshots, knives. She's cut, she's burned, she's stabbed. The next you see is almost like a death fury from her, as she rips through the ghouls like they are suck puppets, like they are pure chicken bones. And when Montgomery dives towards her, she manages to find the debris of one of the desks. And in her moment of death, she manages, with the last she has, to impale him to the wall. You think you hear, she whispers, it needs to end with us, Montgomery. It needs to end. As she glides down, succumbing to her grave, deadly wounds. And for a minute looks peaceful. Before time comes and takes her. She glides into torpor and then she glides on. And this is where the image ends.
I think Chris, if Chris is looking at Shiv, he just sees a tear running down her cheek. Did I get any indication of how many ghouls there were?
Difficult to say. The vantage point is...
Was there any trace of Miss Savage through this? No.
walk over to Shiv, and he takes his finger and he wipes away her tear. Come, put her down over here and guide her over to a little sofa or divan or something like that, and pull down some curtains so you can lay over her. We have work to do.
It was her choice, and this is the path she chose. He didn't agree. He didn't want to give up his power.
Couldn't let go.
And I just look at him, hanging there on the wall. Because he's still hanging, you haven't...
No. He's
No,
still
no.
hanging. I haven't done anything to him.
Even though that he makes no movement and he's clearly in a torpor state, he is scary. He is an old thing with great powers.
What do we do with him?
His time has come and gone. But I can't bring myself to wish to inflict any more harm on him. So I have an idea. Come with me. And I'll go down to this, like either the cellar or storage area or one of the things to see if we have like the
Portable freezers?
trolley, like one of those trolleys, like you use to move heavy stuff.
Of course there is down
Yep.
in the basement.
Well,
Before
that-
this, you called for Siobhan to come with you, right?
Yeah, I'll start to come.
Yeah, I would like her to do, let's do a wits awareness.
Yep. Two?
As you get up and you're about to just wrap her more up, you glimmer something around her neck. She's very decayed at this moment, and there's been a lot of damage to her physical form before she succumbed to this deteriorated state. For a moment, in the debris of the body, the cuts, and now she's crumbling. There's something catches your eye. Maybe it's some light shimmering off something.
Well, if I see this, I'll probably try and locate what this is coming from.
You see, it seems like it's a fairly solid locket.
I'll take it.
Save that for later.
If I look at it, is it like something you open?
Yeah.
So it's, can I open it? Or, well, no, I'm not. Did you get me to put her on the sofa? Was that what you said? Yeah.
I showed you to her, guided you
Okay.
to the sofa. Whether you put her down or not is your. But you did that, and then you tore down a curtain that you could have put over her afterward. But it's up to Shiv whether or not she puts her down there or not.
Yeah, I think if we're going to go for a search, I don't think I'm bringing her in the state she's in. So I'll
walking around with a corpse. No.
So can I open it?
Yeah. Do you do it as you walk, or do you do it before you start moving with him?
I'll before I start moving.
Yeah. It clicks open. It's a very small key inside with a locket of very dark hair.
I smell the hair.
And this is strange, because that hair shouldn't be. But it smells oh so familiar.
Yes, it does. Okay. So a key and some hair. Jesus, Toreadors are messed up.
They are! They love the drama!
Yeah. Well, I'll put it back, I'll close it, and I'll put it around my own neck.
And you follow him. Chris, you are very comfortable in the Master's estate. There is downstairs, there's a computer rooms, there is also a slight armory, there is also a room for ghouls to dress up in, the guards.
How many lived here or worked here?
Do I know? Probably only approximately. Like I give her the
10.
number of
Around
people.
10.
Yeah, around 10. Like the ones I know. Like do a quick count.
Do
But,
I know
but
how many Diana had?
You sure? Her personal. She had around 6.
And if we, as we venture through the house, how many corpses do we see?
Are you counting?
Yeah.
Well, do wits awareness, people, if you want to do a body count. At the moment, JJ is outside, scourging the ground to see if there's any
more.
3.
3 successes as well.
I'm like, do we need to use a will to bump it up to get some answers?
3. No. Everything counts up except for the Ventrue ghouls. There's 1 missing.
So we're missing 1 ghoul and Miss Savage. I say this out loud.
If Miss Savage was here, yes.
But the other guest is here, right? I thought I saw him.
Yeah, he's here. He's dead. Let's see, which one are the ghouls? Let's go over all the bunch of ghouls I recognize. See if someone I noticed is not there that I remember by face, if not name.
Actually, in the end, it's the boss himself. Head of security.
And he's not in the security room.
I can't remember his name, but I think maybe we're going to call him Samson.
Yeah. He's not in the security booth, like the security room there, no. We'll check we'll check the special rooms in the cell afterwards. But we'll wait with that for now. We need to take care of this first.
The
Whatever
house
you
itself
want.
reeks for you guys of blood. It is sometimes tantalizing, sometimes repulsive.
You okay?
Yeah, it's just thinking back to the first time we scanned the plans and did the little job.
Such an easy little job, wasn't it?
I certainly wouldn't expect to return to the scene of the crime and wading around knee-high in blood and guts.
And actually, how comfortable you are with it.
Yeah.
Paris now at this point seems like a cakewalk.
Yeah.
Like the floors upstairs were so covered in blood that you could barely see the color of the carpets.
Okay. Here, the storage room. Trolley. Some
There is
loading
one.
straps.
The ones they've used to move some of these massive computers, these towers, because this is 1996. And Mr. Masters, he liked to have computer power. There's an entire room dedicated to it. And they weigh a bit.
Yep. That will wait
Do
for
you
later.
do, because you haven't really been in here.
No. Well, a quick little look around to see if there's anything in particular.
Well, let's do a little investigation, shall we?
What was in the room again? Just
Massive towers, computer.
yeah.
There's
Shiv,
also
because I was just like,
yeah.
Shiv is not a computer
there's
type.
There's several computer screens.
Okay, so I can actually go and maybe take a look, even though I'm not a computer gal. Can we?
Of course you can.
It's inside the computer. It's not the most computer
3?
literate either. I got 2.
This is not your forte at all. What you can see of it, though, is it's a lot of processing power. So there's quite a few, there's rows.
So too much compared to what it's actually feeding or
If
source?
if this is just for security of this house, that makes no sense. That make no
Right.
sense. There's too many screens. That make no sense.
What did you say was in this room? Or what was the purpose of this room again?
Well, I always took it to be, well, server room, computer room. I mean, it might be. I don't know,
JJ would know, wouldn't she?
Yeah, we'll ask her. She's probably from a bit
Should I
of.
go and get her? Or do you want to do
No,
something?
go and get her. That'll be fine. Just give me a quick hand with this first, and I drag what I found into the kitchen pantry area, and unplug the refrigerator, and just give me a hand emptying this, and start throwing the frozen food out of the refrigerator.
So Shiv is helping you now, or Shiv outside?
I know, I'm helping him do that, and then I'll head upstairs to find JJ.
Yeah.
When she leaves, he'll drop the freezer to the pulley and start pulling it up with him to get up.
And if when I'm done with that and I'm going to look for JJ, I'm actually going to send I'm actually going to pull up my phone and call Sean.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
now it might be needed.
Yeah.
Then we're going to pause Chris for a minute. And
Yeah, I haven't told him.
No, we're going to go as she's moving upstairs. You see actually your fingers when you reach for the phone, that your fingers are covered almost like in soot. It's Diana. Strange feeling.
Not the first time I've had.
No, you feel like it's too often this happens.
Almost like mother like son.
Well, Sean,
I'll call Sean.
where are you at this minute? It's been probably 40 minutes since you tried to get hold of them.
Then I have probably tried to return to my garage.
Ballsy.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
of course.
I'm going to actually open the scene when he's standing in the bathroom. He's just open and terrified to see her dead. And I don't know if it's relief, shock, worry, or pure joy as you see she's not there.
I think it's all.
You get snapped out of your inner eye and your thoughts and emotion as you hear your phone rings. Clear, sharp tone.
I think I take it without actually checking who it is. Yeah?
It's Siobhan.
Hi, Shiv.
Hi. I need you to come to the Masters mansion right away. Don't talk to anyone. Don't think about it. I'll tell you when you get here. If you see anyone outside or on the way that seems off, animals, birds, whatever you know, make sure they don't leave. And then I hang up.
There was determination in her voice, I think.
Yeah. Always is.
Sorry. I'll head outside. I don't know what Sean is doing.
We'll see. What is he doing?
I think the first thing he's going to do is start to call the hospitals to hear if Angela has been if they've had a woman of Hispanic origin.
There is a little bit of problem in that. They're not going to give that information to somebody that's not next of kin.
Of course.
So you might call, they will not give you that information.
Yeah, I know. That is starting to panic.
Also, Chris had her admitted under the name Angie Falcone.
Of course.
No, it doesn't really matter because he just he will not get that information.
No, but then he changes to dog form and he actually runs across town.
Gonna take you a minute.
It will, but
You're very
that
far
is
away.
something no vampires know of other than the Gangrels.
Fair enough. It's gonna take you a minute though.
Yeah, it would probably take
Drive, get out, dog.
No, but the vampires, most of my cars have been used by some of us.
Shiv's second bike?
That you can move fast as a dog, but that's miles. That's gonna take you such a long time.
Not
what kind of
that
dog?
a long time.
What
Let
kind
me
of
see
dog?
how many. It's
You're in Bunker
Irish
Hill.
wolf.
no, I'm in
Wolfhound?
Somerville. I'll check the distance in
I'll check it. Because I thought it was a bit of a
kilometers. It's not that many kilometers.
Oh, then you're good.
We're not talking more than 10 kilometers at least.
Oh well, then you're fine. Well,
Yeah.
that you can run 10 kilometers like a dog. That you can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then don't worry about it. I thought it was a greater distance. Don't worry.
Boston's
He'll be
not,
there.
not that big of a city.
Between 30 to 40 miles per hour for wolfhound.
Yeah.
Full. Well, that's top speed though.
Yeah, but this is
It's a dog on drugs.
yeah.
He's a dog
Kind
on
of.
drugs. Right. So he'll be there in, I'm guessing, around 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yep. Shiv, outside, you see JJ walk for determination in.
Have you seen, or do you know where the whereabouts of Samson?
Samson. No,
Or where
I
he
haven't,
could be?
I haven't seen him. I'm presuming he is with Miss Savage.
Right. Yeah, because he's the only one that Chris couldn't recognize, I think. Also, I think we need you downstairs. I can stand guard if you want to. I don't know.
Sure. Everything's locked up now. Miss Price.
Can I borrow one of your guns? Just in case. Just
Oh.
as a precaution.
She takes out one and gives it to you. Do you know how to use this, Miss Price?
Think so. I'll look at it and just,
Do safety
No.
yourself, Miss Price.
put it in my back pocket.
She walks down and greets you again, Christopher.
Have I been productive while they've been gone? Or
Yeah, it's empty.
Okay, yeah. So, good. Okay. The question we're gonna ask yourself is what comes next.
There are several
Montgomery's-
options.
Montgomery can no longer rule the city, and he's not safe. Even if whatever happens tonight, he has too many enemies who will use this to finish him for good. It's what he did in the past, which violated the criminal law and technically leaves him up for judgment and a blood hunt. There's this hidden enemy out of his past for what he and his allies did back then. And on top of that, there are other enemies in this city.
This is a very difficult situation, and especially for you, young Mr. Masters.
I know, but
But you are, and she walks very close to you, the only true heir to the throne.
yes, but I am too young. They will not follow me. I do believe I could accrue enough support to taking up the mantle of the prince if had been older. But I say I'm not. So we'll need to find something in the interim.
It's
Besides JJ,
this city is built upon the loyalty of a lineage. I plead with you. I cannot force you, but you can be hope. You can be, yes, a very young prince, but you can have a council. And you can have a trusted council that would help you rule until you are more seasoned. If there isn't a master on the throne, Christopher, I'm sorry, what are we? We failed her. Mr. Masters, please, we failed Ophelia.
Sometimes you have to lose the battle to win the war. You see, no matter what happens after tonight, no matter who takes up the mantle of prince, in all likelihood the city will fall. It's infested with anarchs, and they work with Camarilla members.
And we can deal with that. We can fight. We can either meet them, mediate, fight.
That's what I think.
Prepared this for you. She built foundations for you.
I know. And it's going to be there. But like I said, sometimes it is best to seem to be on the losing end and then strike back. Trust me on this.
Are you so sure you would be able to take the throne later on? It's there. It is yours by blood and name.
Okay. I'll give you the two options there. In that sense of regard. One, we have to sell the city and the remaining loyal vampires on a young prince with a council who to a large degree would have the real power. And we have to fight off the anarchs. As we stand, you and I, and if Miss Savage is still alive, are the only ones left of the Ventrue. The Gangrels all but fled the city. The only one left here is Sean. Shiv, how many left at the Toreador now? You and two more?
Well, there's Alexander and Bella Brown.
There are two
Malcars. And the new one.
Yeah, but we cannot not necessarily expect the new one to fight to have a bone in this fight. Then there's Nosferatu, for whom we do not know who we could trust. The enemy of Montgomery lurks amongst their
Yes, there's a
ranks.
snake in that house.
And finally, the Tremere is but one. And we have then, as I said, the Bruja who cannot be trusted.
We have the Malkovs. There's Trixie as well.
No, there's not. She's gone. And whatever
she looks horrified.
Whatever is currently occupying her body is not her.
This is too much for one evening, Christopher. I'm gonna leave that for a minute.
Here's my point of view. If the city falls to the anarchs, we will have time to build a power base. I can secure support from elements of within the Nosferatu. Of that I'm sure. Without no problem at all. We need to get, if you would take up that responsibility and follow in your grandsire's footsteps, Shiv. I do believe I do.
She's not there.
No. Shiv could become. Shiv could become primogen for the Toreador clan. She has lineage as well.
Oh yes, she would be. She is a Diana of Diana's house. It's her house.
Exactly.
There's no one by she's only one by her name.
And Sean is the only one of the Gangrels willing to proper stand up and fight for the city. The others follow him out of respect for his grandsire and sire.
Christopher, there might be another way. There might be another way.
And you're thinking?
We're in a position where we need to buy time, right?
At least for a little while, yes.
For a little while, yes. Your grandsire, Mr. Masters, was clearly getting more and more paranoid. These last couple of nights before his state, he was writing up very, very disturbing decrees. I shall show them to you. We could advocate, and of course I will back you in this lie, that he has gone into hiding for a minute. Seemingly there has been an attack on his house, Benjamin Shai being murdered in his house. Now he's fled with all his household and all of his soldiers into hiding. Ruling from afar for a little while, giving us time, Christopher, to situate you.
We'll think about it for a little while. Problem is, though, without him here, there's little to say that one, the Anarchs would not seize the opportunity and launch an attack with their allies within our ranks. And two,
we could do a great move like he would do, Christopher. We could do one of his moves. Show force. Scare whoever would, well, think otherwise, that he is not ruling from afar. Please think of it at least. I think giving the throne away, it makes my skin crawl and my blood boil. Someone else putting their body on a throne that is by blood and our law, yours. Please think of what I'm saying.
He's liking what you're saying. He wants it to, but he doesn't necessarily trust it. I'll think about it. You see, the other option. The other option.
I'm not without allies. Don't you think?
I do not
have allies.
I do not think that. My thoughts on the matter would have been to back another candidate for princehood. So if and when the city fell to the Anarchs, blame would fall on that person's heads, and would be the one that surrendered the city, and then we would be the one to liberate it again at a later point.
Who says we would be able to when they have ransacked and tore the city into shreds? And my advice as a seasoned warrior, when an opportunity like this arises for a young heir, you must be vigilant. This is your Alexander the Great moment. I am sure of it.
What it would take would be support of the Gangrels, which will be a problem. The Gangrels do not like our bloodline. I do not like
you
the
have
bloodlines.
Sean. You have sway. We can push back. She looks very frustrated.
For a little second, he thinks back to what happened earlier in the night, and for what he might actually. Though the thought of using it to manipulate Sean feels reprehensible. It really is a way in. We would need the Toreador.
You have Sean.
We would need the Malkavians. The
Malkavians, they like order. They like linear and structure. If you can parlay with them and offer them structure, sense, reason, I am
And-
sure you can sway them. They will not enjoy the anarchs or a war. That is chaos to
No.
them.
I don't think they would. The problem lies within two faults. One, the Nosferatu.
We will deal with that. We will deal with that. But if we do this and we do this smart, they will not even know what happens to them before you sit on the throne. They will be stripped for a rank and position. You get to deem a new sheriff. You get to deem the Keeper of Elysium. You get to deem everything, Christopher Masters.
We'll talk again later. No, let me think about it. We would need to,
Sure.
we need to confer with. I need to get a hold of Sean as well. Talk to him before we do anything, and we
Of
need to
course.
hear what Shiv says.
Of course, Mr. Masters.
But I really need also to see the Queen of Bones tonight.
You know I will not let you leave my sight.
I know, we'll see her later. I know how to secure her support in the future.
Perfect. I'll start the cleanup job.
Do that. Start with the...
I have my ghouls, and they are loyal only to me. I'll call Bob on them.
Do that. I'll take care of Montgomery, so you don't have to. And
She bows and says, my liege.
And then, when she walks, she makes a good argument. It's stupid. Oh, if I only knew the strength of the Anarchs. But in there comes Sean. We'll see if he can be of some assistance there.
She sweet talked, didn't she? Like a velvet tongue of power.
It's too soon. It's too soon. He knows it's too soon.
But is he smart enough to not get hooked?
That's the problem, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
She was saying some really, really nice things.
Yeah.
Well, deal with the immediate problem in front of you first.
Yes.
He walks over to the wardrobe and he puts on a clear raincoat poncho. Opens up the freezer so it's ready and starts heading up.
As he does so, Shiv, you've been waiting in the foyer.
Yeah, I'm just like right outside the door, but the door is open. So I can see if there is anyone, anything.
Yeah. Sean, you get to the gate. You see it's
do
closed.
I see anything suspicious on my way? Or
No.
do I manage to keep below the radar?
You move swiftly, and the city feels like it's waiting for something. It's very creepily quiet.
Yeah, something is afoot. Don't know why, don't know what. Yeah. Smell the air as I trot.
It smells. It's something is bitter, and as you get close to the manor, the metallic, iron, coppery smell is your first stands straight up. There's death in the air.
Yeah, because I have a lot of the senses of the dog. So I think I smell it from quite far off. Oh, that's a lot. The bars in the gate, or is it a completely locked off gate?
It's locked off. You can't just slick in, because then
No.
anybody could do that.
Yeah.
The wolfhound is huge.
Yeah, it is. So I think
There is the buzzer, obviously.
yeah. I will shapeshift before I get to the gate. And yeah, push the buzzer.
Shiv, you've been stuck in your own mind for a minute. And then you hear a loud buzzing sound beside you.
I think I'm just like dislocating my hand from the new locket
Yeah.
because that's obviously where I'm
Fiddling with it.
Yeah, and locating wherever I can.
On the
I'm
wall,
actually,
yeah.
I'm not pressing. I'm actually putting up my phone and call Sean.
Outside.
You
I answer.
I don't even say anything. I'll just buzz him in.
Yeah. The gates open, and as soon as they open, I'm guessing you should bust them shut again.
Yeah.
I just swoop in quickly.
I'll go to meet him. So I'll go down the road.
She's just some black smeared almost all over her clothing.
Do I recognize this?
She has a strange gaze, and her skin looks even whiter in the nightlight.
Yeah, you can say the same about Sean. So it's not just me who fucked up then.
You could say that again. I'm so sorry to put you on the spot like this, but I kind of need you to be our guard dog right now.
I'll be your dog. He
I
says
need
with
you-
an ice-cold demeanor.
Yeah. I will explain everything, but I just need someone to be on our side, and can you just I will come and get you. I just need to talk to Chris. And I need someone to be here and keep watch.
Okay.
And I'll go and I'll give you a hug. Very short hug, but a hug nonetheless.
Death reeks of her hair. Something old and dead tickles your nose hairs.
You see his nostrils move.
I'll explain everything. I'm sorry. And then I'll turn and walk towards the house.
I sit down on the porch.
There's no birds in the trees.
No.
Just dead quiet.
I think I will go back to dog form, because then I will smell things not miles away, but yeah, miles away. If there's something rotten coming, for example.
It's a long time since you've seen Shiv like that. Well, not really, because shit happens all the time.
She's been in a state of tunnel vision panic since she died.
Well, being dead is not easy.
For some.
Inside, Chris, do you detach your grandsire?
Yep, I'll cut him down, but be careful to not remove the wooden leg table piece that's through his heart. He carries it in his arms, and as he does this, he quietly speaks to him and explaining that, I'm sorry, grandsire, but there's no other way. Your enemies are too great and too many. They would have your life if they had that chance. This is the only way. And then he carries him downstairs, and probably at which point Shiv comes in, and she, what do you see? It's Christopher walking down the stairs in a see-through rain poncho, and he is humming a tune under his breath. But there's no denying that it's hip to be square. Hip to be square. And he puts his Montgomery Masters in the fridge, and he closes the lid, and he puts these loading straps over it. It's dropped shut.
So he's going somewhere.
Yes. He's going into hiding. Or prison, if you like. Whatever feel best.
Do you need me to, I don't know, forge a letter or anything? Let me know, right?
Yeah, we might. I do know JJ wants to make sure that he's gone into hiding. He's had some rather interesting decrees written up. And by interesting,
really?
I mean the all work and no play kind of interesting. But
Did she tell you about the room downstairs? What it was used for?
No, we need to talk to her about that. She's getting some of her help to clean things up a bit.
So she's not here?
No, she's here for me, and I'll take her to JJ.
You see, she's on the phone and she's like, "Yes, now."
Oh,
She's calling off the help.
takes off the rain poncho and throws it off.
She hangs up. Yes, my liege.
2 things quite quickly, JJ. 1, make sure that the bodies of the ghouls are put on ice somewhere. That might come useful later. And secondly, do you know? Yeah, well, we had some questions about the computer room,
It's just I'm not a computer person, but it just seemed to power more than what's down there.
Yes, it's definitely is. It
Do
started
tell.
out as a fairly sensible idea of getting more data and surveillance in the city.
So he's been gathering information from all over the city then.
Yes.
Interesting.
And as his slip into paranoia, this has something to do with all the decrees as well. His need to surveillance and keeping people under check.
Do you know the
getting
focus of this?
or
surveillance?
every.
Well, too much data is sometimes just as useless as too little.
And where is it now? The information gathered?
Whatever he sought to gather is in, well, the servers.
Well, that's going to make for some interesting, boring hours of viewing. Okay.
I think, I don't know. I think it's not up to me. But obviously, I don't want Diana's name smeared more than necessary. And I look at both of them. So whatever plan you cook up of here.
We can't smear her name, Miss Price. We cannot at all.
No, you cannot.
No, we need you to be primogen.
It is your legacy, Shiv.
We'll give her a graceful send-off. All her ghouls are gone. She left. For all sense and purposes, she left the city, as she attended.
Yes, she did intend, and I will make sure that information is put into a letter.
What we make sure, Miss Price, is that your fellow clan members understand and appreciate you're in her lineage. You are the House of Price. You are primogen.
This is not something that I have thought about, to be perfectly honest.
You better start thinking, Miss Price. This city depends on your decisions. Chris's legacy, Ophelia's legacy, depends on your decisions.
He's like discreetly when JJ is not looking, he looks at Shiv and he's like clearly Max is feeling a bit uncomfortable, but he leans into the Shiv and says, "Think about it. You have the capability to do good things, and quite frankly, I do believe you need a project, something to ground you, something in the here and now." And Diana accepted you. Diana accepted you. Of all of us, she was the one who accepted her grandchild and took her into confidence the most.
I'm not going to argue any of those points because I know I know that my actions these last weeks haven't necessarily been. Let's just say I don't think I would have done what I've done if I wasn't what I am now. Strange what this does to you. But if that is what you need, Chris, I will support you.
Thank you.
Just don't let it get to your head.
Oh,
because
I have
it
no
will.
intention of doing that. I've seen what that leads to. This is...
JJ, could you excuse me, my liege, but my ghouls should not be far off. I would like to meet them at the gate.
Is there any way that you can have Diana transported back to her mansion?
That would be not beneficial, Miss Price. Diana left the city.
Oh, she will have left. All right. I'll make sure of that.
I believe she wishes to bury her.
One... We didn't get a proper goodbye to Aiden, and I will not let this happen to another Price.
Sure. Complicated, but sure. Yes, it can be arranged.
I'll be in your debt, JJ.
I'm just trying to do what I am intended to do, Miss Price.
That just leaves us with one more thing to do, and that's find that dumbass Mick.
Sure.
And where is
it?
Where can we... I think there is one thing that needs to be... Well, it needs to get sorted.
We'll walk and talk.
Miss Savage.
Yeah, we need to find out where she was this evening, what she knows.
And this ghoul, right?
Yeah,
he
Samson.
would not have been here.
That depends. He might have been with Miss Savage doing something outside this house. But then again, the question is, how much do we trust?
Can you call her? Or him? Gauge a sense of their demeanor.
Saying what exactly?
His problem. Ask for an audience with the prince.
Then she might come to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll call her. Just no. I'll need to think. I think I have an angle, but I need to kick it around a little bit.
I know. Sean's here. I called him to play guard dog. He's outside.
Right. And with that, Chris turns and he walks off, and you notice that he's doing so with a rather pissed look on his face, like he's angry.
Yeah, you didn't see that coming.
No.
It's probably as in
because he's been so dismissive of Sean's kind of lack of I don't know, his usual self.
As he walks out to finally confront Sean, and maybe Sean can learn something. We'll see if he knows that where Angela is. I don't know. We'll see. Because I know nothing. Clearly, I'm just reacting at the minute. We're just gonna have a very quick break, just a couple of minutes, and then we're gonna go straight into a very interesting scene. I'm excited. If you can't tell, I'm very excited. All right, we'll be right back. Bye. All right, welcome back from the break. I'm just gonna jump straight into this and see what happens. So we're going into the scene as Christopher, with Siobhan in heel, walks out to greet Sean as he guards the premises.
I think I'm keeping my distance. I don't wanna. I wanna observe whatever
This
Chris
is.
is. Yeah.
Mm.
Well, you're in your dog state. Obviously, you are quite aware that the doors to the manor opens up.
Yeah.
You smell them. It also reeks of blood and death.
Chris walks out and the fuck is? He turns. Thought you said it was here, Shiv.
Do I see him?
Well, do you see this?
This is-
big-
Isn't he
Dog.
sitting there?
It's a dog.
Chris.
What?
Guard. Dog. What's not clear about that?
And it's funny, like, you can't hurt animals. Or like,
Don't kick the dog.
okay, he walks towards the door, like, right, you get back in your proper form, you fucking fuck.
I turn around, and as I turn around, I change back into human form.
Strange thing to behold.
Yeah. The eyes.
It's in
The
between
eyes
part
are
that's the
still
worst.
yellow.
Like it's the half dog, half.
It goes really fast though, and it shifts and shapes, and he creeps back in as he turns in the night's light. Even the grounds are lit, but they're dimmed. You
back
see
of-
yellowness in his eyes, bright.
And in the back of Chris's head, there's this little voice that says, "Det er ikke bikkja di, det er bare en ting. Du må imitere bikkja di."
I love the pop culture reference. The thing.
Oof.
And
Yeah.
he doesn't stop, but like he gives a little pause and right down he keeps walking, and he's like, "I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you, you muppet. But if that's one you want to go ahead of treating people, treating humans, treating women, that's your thing. But god damn it, don't expect
I
me to come around
punch him in
cleaning
the
up."
face.
You get a chance to react, Chris. You can roll. Or do you want to
no.
take it on the chin?
No, we're gonna take it on the chin.
And I actually think that seems like something they need to get out of their system.
Yeah. Are you punching just straight up brawl?
Straight up brawl
Yeah.
in the
So
face.
yeah. It's not gonna do anything. He soaks it automatically. Instead, but you stop in mid sentence. But he's been smacked. But keep.
No, but it's a massive critical.
Yeah, that's a little bit different.
That's a little bit different.
That is a little bit different. So.
And it's a 5 success, massive critical.
Oh, right then. You hit him, and maybe it's the scent of the blood. But
Yeah, I probably almost go for the throat,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
I burn
You grab at him and
willpower to stop.
You can react to this, Chris. If you want to use anything of your disciplines, it's fair, because he is now fangs and claws at your neck, snapping. This Shiv startles the shit out of you.
Yeah, because this is going a little further than what I would have liked. So I actually want to use celerity and get between them.
Do you really want to get in between that?
Yeah, I want to try and talk some sense into both of them.
As he's hit and snarls, you can't really, because they are engaged,
Yeah,
but you can't go get super, like, up towards them.
yeah, up in their
Like,
face.
Up in their face.
Yeah.
Everybody now, they need to do their rolls for whatever they're doing. And obviously the one that has the best result will have benefits. In
Yeah.
this.
Okay, I get like 1 meter. I gotta have a 1.
Yeah,
so.
As I said, five
Yeah, you're messy as shit.
successes.
Yeah.
Can I see into his eyes, or is that? Because if it's not, then I'll have to do something else.
No, yeah, of course you can, because he's snapping. He's snapping at you. You've been in eye contact.
Then I just gotta check one thing.
I have the powers in front of me. I had a suspicion that this is going to happen, so I have them right here. Literally, I've been reading up on disciplines today.
Yeah.
Because I had a weird feeling that something's going to happen.
Why?
Which one are you going for, Chris?
I'm gonna use mesmerize on him.
Uh-huh. Well then for you, Sean, it's against your intelligence resolve.
My intelligence resolve.
It's really good that I actually rolled as low because I don't have the skill that I thought I was using. So I don't know if Shiv just walks very slowly then towards them.
And actually, this is just for the viewers. We do trust-based rolling. I trust my players not to fudge and fuck around with the rolling.
2.
What's the fun in that?
Yeah, that's what I say.
Yeah.
Especially when you're Sean. Or Shiv with red dices.
Yeah.
It's more fun to fuck up.
Yeah.
Creates more interesting stories.
Well, he manages to resist. I got a 2 as well, so it's
It's
even Steven.
It's even Steven. So, but I'm gonna give this from Shiv's point of view. Actually, you feel that Chris is doing something. What did you try to do, Chris, with your mesmerize?
Oh no, it's gonna just I can still say the words without.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
it.
yes, that's heal.
You feel there's something happening in the air, and they were like growling and snarling at each other, both kinda showing force. Sean, you took a will to dampen the.
No, I took a will to stop the attack with
Yeah.
my teeth
Yeah,
touching his skin.
yeah. It's that does not mean they are not less heated. They're still heated.
Yeah.
Do you guys disattach from each other, or you still like?
No,
I'm guessing he's on top of me, so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am pushing him to the ground. I spend I do rouse the blood to give me some more strength, and that was a 10, so that will give me that much in brawl. And that is 6.
You get 6.
Yeah. Not to do damage,
No,
but
what are
this
you-
is a dog way of showing dominance.
But what are you doing? Look at me, bro. I'm looking at my book because I need something. I need it now. What are you doing?
No, I'm as I've got Chris almost at the throat. I just push him to the ground,
Mm-hmm.
and I tell him, "Be very careful the next word you choose."
Be careful. You need to get your shit together. The one thing is to rip someone's throat out and leave them for dead. Another thing is to violate the masquerade and then get someone else to go up and clean up your goddamn mess.
What the fuck are you guys on about? Cool your shit, please. Do we have enough of a mess behind us?
At that moment, Siobhan, you feel someone moving extremely fast beside of you. You hear someone shouting, "Dog!
JJ,
Get the fuck off him!"
I'll hold out an
now.
arm so she can't pass.
I take a step back.
I get up and look towards JD and say, go ahead and do what needs to be done, JD.
You almost
Don't
see her
concern
eyes
yourself
go
with this.
red and weird. Just
Don't
say
concern
it.
yourself
Well,
about this.
You fucker. It's not like everybody's get mansions and servants to keep them on the straight and narrow. Somebody has to do this alone. and still be the dog that follows you to help you.
So, do alone? You didn't need to do anything alone.
Fuck you.
You chose to go alone. You've been slipping away and pulling off. She's been trying to get a hold of you to ask for help. Where were you? Gone off.
Yeah, because
You
that's
did
all
what you had to do. That's okay.
You
that's
ask
fine.
me to help you, and you do shit fuck for me when I need help. Where were you when those women needed saving? No, you couldn't. You couldn't touch that because of your mafia fuckery.
Well, I was the one who saved your friend's life. I'm the one who took her broken, bleeding body to the hospital and made sure she didn't die on your fucking bathroom floor.
Who are you talking about?
That's where I was. And don't you come talking about me, you being left all alone. You going off and do things on your own. And while you would be running off doing that...
when I ask for help, you say, I can't touch this because of my mafia. I come like a dog whenever you ask.
Bullshit. But okay, if that's what you feel about it, fine. Go on off then, if you don't... If you
Then
don't
I
want
walk
to,
off.
Yeah.
Sean, Chris, please.
If he's
And
that
I'll,
feel like...
I'll,
if he's
I'll,
that
I'll
angry
walk
about
after
that...
you, Sean, and I'll, if I can get close enough, I'll grab your hand.
Yeah, he walks off. Shiv walks after Sean. These two men, something's happened. Something bad has happened. These are best friends. These are childhood friends. They've been
Yeah,
loyal.
they have a longer friendship than with Shiv.
Yeah, so this is bad. And in the
Yeah.
back of your head, actually, Shiv, the enemy is winning.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He's winning. Everything's crumbling.
Sean, please.
Pissed at himself.
I can't be near that fucker now. Then I'll kill him.
I'll hold. If I can, I get close enough and hold you, like just stop you. Not forcefully at all. I'm just like taking
very
your
soft.
hand. I'm taking your like if you walk, I'm taking your hand and I'm just like trying to turn you towards me.
I turn around.
And I'll hold you on your shoulders. I didn't realize that this is how you felt. I've been so in my head since everything. I didn't know that you were that alone, Sean. You should have said something.
Well, you actually see now that blood is coming from his eyes.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll pull you close. And just hold you cradle you like a little baby, yeah.
No, loving him.
Yeah.
Well,
The
he's
beast.
clearly been scared by something as well. Like you don't know the angel.
No, I don't know. I mean, my mind would probably go there because that's
something
whoever...
bad happened.
Yeah.
They wouldn't do this. They wouldn't attack each other if something bad didn't happen. But it also feels like because of this enemy pushing and tearing down and fucking with your life so much.
There's absolutely no words coming from me. It's just the blood.
And I'll just let him have his moment because I think he needs it, at least, yeah.
I don't know where she is.
Who are you talking about?
Angela.
Is that what Chris was talking about?
I don't know. Probably.
If he was there, she's probably fine. You know that, right? He is like a brother to you, regardless of whatever animosities you have against each other right now.
He was.
If he found her, she is fine. You got to trust this.
I trust that. But I'm not his dog.
You're nobody's dog, Sean. You're our brother. And that's the only thing that actually matters right now. We know that he is hungry for power, sure. Who gives a fuck? That's not what
Fuck
I need.
power.
That's not what you need.
Fuck power.
Fuck power.
I'm not in this for power. At one point, I wanted to help people. I didn't want to be fighting this, seeking revenge, seeking whoever is after us. The last 2 weeks have been about survival, and I haven't managed.
Why
I'm
didn't
so
you say
fucking
something,
hungry.
Sean? You need to not be as distant. You need to keep us closer, I think. I know it hasn't been easy being around me, and I know I'm still
No, because we're
probably
only
as messed
running
up
from
as you, but
from one panic situation to the other panic situation. We're
does it
running
seem
from
like
crocodiles, from mob snipers, from explosions, from fuck all. I just want to hide in the shadows and stay there.
I feel you.
This. Yeah, Chris is made for this. This life Chris is made for. I'm not.
But in order for us to be able to do what we want, to have the life that we want, I think we need to help him. And that needs to happen now, not later, but right now. And I know that is not what you want to hear. I don't have time for this shit either, but I don't see another way. The blowback of everything that's been happening, it's too big. And we are but 3 friends, nothing else. And if we're going to get out of this alive, whether you want it or not, we need to stick together. We need to do the one thing that our grandsires didn't. And I know that's such a cliche. I have
Our
I
grandsires were
didn't give a
pathetic.
shit about that. I didn't want that. I didn't care about that, but I think it's the only way right now anyway. And if you don't want his friendship, then be mine. And help me do this with him.
I'll help you.
But in return, I need you to... You need to let us in. You need to let us be there with you, for you, when you need it, because you've been so distant and we don't read minds. Well, okay, a little bit, but that's not the point. He's a stupid fucking Italian. He's never going to get it.
No.
So, be blunt. Treat him the way you feel he treats you.
Oh, then I'll probably punch his face in again.
Okay, a little less aggressive.
Yeah.
Let's do this thing together and then see what happens.
What is this thing?
For a moment, I'm just going to intercept the memory of the insight you got from Diana's point of view as she talked to Montgomery. that in dialogue, also you saw their facial expressions. Now, in this moment, that all makes sense. They did love each other. They were tight. They were family. And then the bad decision tore them to shreds. Forever locked and forever distant. That did not benefit them. They couldn't forgive each other, heal. They were locked away, together but apart, in a dirty, dirty secret that in the end killed them. That feels very close to Shiv at the minute. As they talk, we're going to cut over to Chris and JJ. She's very cold and very stoic, and you see almost like a Roman soldier in her. Leash. Give me the command, and I'll end this.
Dust up between friends. Don't worry about it. Do what needs to be done.
I will not accept anyone laying their hands on you. If he does it again, he will have no hands to lay on anything.
JJ, I appreciate the sentiments. But listen to me, what I say. I got to decide what happens to those who attacks me.
Of course.
We have something far worse on our hands, and that is one thing. And that is, we need, for sell your little plan, we're going to need the sheriff not asking any particular annoying questions.
I'll see what I can do. There's something going on in the house of the Dark Throne.
They're plotting their revenge. How much do you know about what happened back in the old time?
I tried to hide this from you. I hoped it would pass. I know a lot, not all.
Let's just say this then. The Dark Duke is out for his revenge. And he has succeeded brilliantly.
But he is dead.
Is he?
This is generally terrifying, Mr. Master. Are you claiming that he did not perish all those years ago?
I'm claiming that his influence is still around, whether he is physically, spiritually, or in some other form. Take a look what he's done. He's done exactly what he wanted to. Drive them apart, destroy them, tear down what they build.
Their names in tatters and the house is destroyed. Even you
Precisely.
three now are at each other's throats. Claws and fangs. Pissing literally on the legacy of who they once were.
Don't worry about
Successfully
that.
so. At the minute.
Like I said, the timing is bad. It's not the perfect moment. But go back to do what you need to do, and do not fear this little dust up here. You remember when you were a young vampire coming to terms with our nature?
know. But seeing someone snapping at your neck like that, my lord, I would not do my job correctly if I let anybody harm you.
I know. And I believe you, and I trust you, and I feel safe with you by my side. We need to... Where would you think he would relocate the prince if he were to hide away?
He would be as his grandmama's, the sheriff. Oh, you're thinking about the prince?
Yeah.
I know he has a hidden location, a safe hideaway.
It's
not far. It's deep in the forest of Salem.
Okay, that's the plan then. We'll start with that and work our way from that. But we need to know about Samson and Miss Savage. Could you try to find out?
Of course, my liege. I'll get my ghouls to clean up. As soon as they've done that, I will see if I can pick up Samson and Miss Savage trail and figure out where the fuck they've been at.
Good.
But I will not leave this house until I know that he won't fucking touch you, my liege.
Oh, don't worry about that. I'll fix it.
She now nods and she walks off to the gates. She passes you two. Cold, hard contempt is in the air as she passes.
When she leaves, Chris slips his hand into his coat, pulls out a cell phone, writes a text. I have a name for you. And he writes a name.
You want to write me the name?
No, I could tell you. We'll do it afterwards.
Yeah, after that, yeah, because I'm like, this has been like an episode where I Well, the scene goes, the camera pans out back to Shiv and Sean as they see JJ pass, greeting a car at the gate.
So what's happened here?
I will let Chris tell you. But give me a moment. I just want to make sure that he's not going to.
Wipes
That
blood
you are on the same.
on the shirt.
I mean, I'm in a burgundy thing, so blood is okay. Except for the soot. Yeah. I'll give me just a sec. And I'll go towards Chris.
He writes the name, the Black Duke. He writes the make and model and the license plate number of his car. He writes the probable address he will be at between 2 a.m. till dawn.
I love you.
It's time to get rid of some players. And he pushes send and puts the phone in.
Are you okay, Chris?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Is this why you've been upset with him, Angela?
Yes.
What
That.
more?
Well, there's that. Then there's also the matter of his little unspeakable crime he did. He's self-destructing.
You currently have your grandsire in the freezer, so I'm not sure you should be talking.
That's for his own protection. I mean,
Sure.
besides,
Seriously.
let's not talk too highly about a lower generation vampire being immobilized too close to.
Sure. Can you get your shit together and make amends with him?
I'm not the one who needs to forgive him.
I'm not talking about forgiveness. I'm just talking about manning up and being there. He's here. He's going to support you. He's going to help you. You don't need to, like, I don't know, bake him a cake or anything. You just need to be on, like, his level. Not his level, but...
Shiv, I don't think the question is whether or not we can let him help me. The question is how we could help him.
That comes with it. That's part of it.
He needs less time with our kind, not more. He needs
He needs
be around
you,
humans.
Chris.
His friend.
Humans, Shiv. Could you think of any more cold fish than I? I don't think I'd be
I can,
particular-
actually. And I know that's a reach.
I don't think I would be the best influence.
I don't
It's
care
not that
what
I
you
don't-
think, Chris. This is not about what you think he needs. It's about what he actually needs. I've been around the two of you for long enough to know this is not how you deal with shit.
But if
You're
I ask more
smarter
of
than
him
this.
now, yeah, but if I ask more of him now, he might break. I do not want that.
Give
on my
him a
conscience.
purpose. That's all he needs. The rest will follow. If you toss him aside now, that's it. You're
Let's
doing
go
the
in.
same. You're doing the same as your grandsire did. You're going into the same fucking spiral pattern as they've been through.
Let's take this inside. Come on, the two of you. I don't think we should be talking too much on the outside here. about
You
these
go and get
matters.
him. I'll go inside.
Damn, girl, I'm gonna give her enough diploma
gonna-
or something.
And
She
she walks
fucking
off like
deserves it.
Chris stands there for a little while like, she's going to be the death of all of us.
Probably, yeah. Unless you fix the Dark Throne tonight for her. Yes.
Well, we'll hopefully we'll at least
I know.
take care of that problem. I'm actually more scared about what happens if Shiv doesn't have anyone else around her than either Sean or Chris when her little plan comes together. Let's
Oh,
hope that
but you don't know the plan, do you?
No, we don't know it. I said I don't hope we're not around.
Okay. Pardon me while I eat blueberries.
No, she's way down the rabbit hole. She's ready to sacrifice tons.
And Sean has absolutely no idea what's going on at the moment.
He walks over towards Sean.
I see that like the camera pans out and you see it from a distance. Almost Sean standing with his back to him and Chris like coming towards him.
Yeah,
A
I
little bit
probably
backlit.
ripped off the flannel shirt to get the blood off him. And you see there's some scarring on his arm, burnt scars, fresh.
Massachusetts General, room 605, under the name MJ Falcone. She doesn't remember what happened. She thinks she slipped and fell and cut herself on the glass from the mirror. But these things might leave lingering emotions. She might be afraid of you without even realizing why.
I understand. Thank you.
Come on, let's go in. As bad as that is, things are worse. And he puts his arm around his shoulder and he...
But if you ever call me to heal again, I will kill you. He says with a smile.
And the next time you... agreed. I understand. And the next time you attack, make sure you kill me.
Almost did.
I'm stronger than you. No, I'm stronger than you.
Hi! I'm just saying that as kind as conscientious and nice that Chris has been, I demand to be treated as an innocent. Burn him again! Burn him again!
Remember from last episode, you're the sane one.
Yeah. Whistling hip to be square while stuffing your grandsire face. That sounds perfectly sane to me.
Yeah. So it might have touched 8 in humanity for a second.
But no.
Nah.
But no.
I mean, if you didn't sing the song, that would have been fine.
Yeah.
But it's not him to be square, honestly.
Trying to remember which room. Oh yeah, we'll go upstairs and we'll go
Well,
to the...
you go right into the carnage because it starts in the hall.
Yeah.
You let Sean in to see this. There is clear a massacre happened. There's
So
body
there's
scatters
one.
everywhere. Like there's like you can't really see the floor probably because of the
There's another one.
blood leakage.
There's one. There's another one.
So there's about like 17 bodies, right? 16, 17 bodies?
Yeah, it's bad.
And there's one.
And on a divan close to the staircase up where the fight went upwards. You just in your bones, you feel, and also because you ate it, fellow. You feel like in your deepest corners of your mind, like a cold wind of sorrow.
Yeah.
She went fighting, at least. It's what you feel when you look at her. You can't even see her face, but you know it's her.
Yeah.
You feel renown. You feel honor. She tried something, at least.
And your grandsire, the prince?
Him too. And he casts a glance towards. You notice that on the by the side of the staircase to go up, there's this little trolley and there's a refrigerator that's been strapped, like loading strapped shut.
Okay, so the Toreador did what the Gangrel should have done.
Probably. I don't know exactly the order of the battle, but
Yeah, you didn't know how this happened, how it escalated.
No.
For all purposes, she might not have gone there for a fight, but
probably not, because it started more or less. I mean, it wasn't like an attack from the outside all the way in.
No.
It's started
in the hall somewhere.
Yeah.
While they look at the fridge, I'll go upstairs and see if Diana's phone is on her with her.
She's on her body. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it.
It's shocking, Sean. It's
Yeah.
massacre.
This
And the consequences of seeing this also now dawns on you. Shit.
How fucked
Also-
are we now?
Well, let me put it this way: there's only 3 things left for the Dark Duke to take care of before his vengeance is complete.
1, 2, 3,
Yes.
4.
And I have a date with his
I
I
grandmother
think you're gonna
today.
make sure that that's not the story.
You have a what now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Didn't
know
you tell
how.
him that?
Oh, that
Okay,
explains
I try
that.
him.
That was after he
I've-
left.
Done something that might buy you some time there, Shiv. Hopefully. What time is it now?
Oh,
How late
it's
is
creeping
it?
up to 12.
I mean, I still have, regardless of what you're doing, I still have my little other issue. And I honestly don't know what to do with that, but I think it's a little small compared to this.
We'll
But, Chris, if you do help me with this thing,
let's just say that
then I will
might
go
have
for the
done
primogen.
something. I might have done something that could help you there already. It depends a bit though how quickly they act. But well, his hand slips in, he takes out the phone and shows her the text message. Hopefully that will take care of it. I gave the man a name as he wanted. Given this, I'm not sending you in there alone to meet those two, when we have no idea whom.
I mean, it's not me I'm worried about. It's her. It's him. It's
The fucking wild rose. In charge.
Yeah. I mean, if
I don't even know if this Sean knows
Have no idea
no,
about this.
no.
that Trixie's gone.
No,
maybe
because
for
the
good.
party was.
Yeah, you weren't there.
No, and
Jesus
that was
Christ!
yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said goodbye.
Yeah.
Hope the boys forgive me.
We have still got a little bit more 2 hours. I have another way we can also do this. You need to write a good farewell letter for Diana to make people think that she has left the city.
Yeah, I've already thought about that,
you-
and I just hold up her phone, and I think I'll call in for a small clan meeting tomorrow.
Do that. If nothing happens within the next hour and 40 minutes, we'll make sure that we'll have JJ help us put out a message that you are to stay confined, to confine you at your grandsire's abode. We'll play it off as the princess heard word that Diana has left the city.
Oh shit, but she doesn't want that.
What?
It has to be all of the clans then, if that's going to happen, because she cannot go. Rose cannot go.
No. Oh, Rose, yeah. Yeah, but
Sure.
I
because
don't
nobody
care
knows that
about
she's
myself.
nobody
Who's
knows that
Rose?
she's not a Malkavian.
Who's Rose?
She's of my blood. She's of my clan.
The fuck are you talking about?
He's
I'll
like,
give you a little download, like just like the top level. There's so much information, so blah.
Things have sort of happened, Sean. We lost Trixie.
so we're gonna say that Shiv gives all of that information, all of it.
Mm.
Aiden as well.
Yeah.
Oh shit, you give all.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot because
He
Chris-
needs.
does
you-
Chris know all of this?
Well, no. Okay, no. I'll give him what he knows.
We
Do
know
we remember what that is?
No.
what we know though. We know the thing about Trixie that she's pulled in. So because both me and Sean has seen Aiden, so we know that is by what we learn about Trixie, we could probably extrapolate the fact that he's been caught, sort of his soul has sort of been caught up in her as well. But the point is, right now, the one who's in the driver's seat is the Wild Rose.
Yeah, that's the one we met a few days before
Yes.
the party.
Exactly.
Yeah, in the white
The
dress.
love of the Black Duke.
Because
Okay.
we might need if the
Okay, I'm working on a plan. I'm hoping that it can bring them all back. I don't know. Okay,
Is she gonna be honest?
I'm trying to.
But the immediate problem is your little rendezvous with the Dark Throne, host of the Dark Throne, which we would
They
like
want
not
her
happen.
to come and she wants to go. That's the issue. It's not. If it was just me, that would have.
But they don't have. But they do not have lines of communications with her, do they?
Not as of yet. Just. I think she thinks I deliver messages for her. But she is not as stupid as I hoped her to be. And she is in complete denial in terms of time and whereabouts. I mean, I can take her in a car and drive around town for a couple of hours, but that's not really going to help if you're going to blow up the place or whatever your friends have planned for.
I don't think they'd like to hear you calling them my friends, but the point is, I'm hoping that they'll do what they do, and you don't. And that'll be enough. But yes, if that doesn't work, the prince will have to decree everyone to stay home. General blanket. It's done it once already. Why wouldn't he do it again? It would also fit with his retreating to his safe house, making sure that no one could follow him.
Could
that
we
no one
blow up their place?
Whose place?
I mean, I'm sure if there was a bomb or fire, she wouldn't want to go there. I
Okay,
mean,
what are we going to blow up?
the Dark Throne's little.
But is
So
that
just-
sewers?
Basically, what she's saying is a full-blown attack on the Nosferatu in the city.
I don't think that's a particularly good idea.
No, but
What we
why?
could do, though, is we could do the other way around. You could be attacked. You already have. It could happen again. Someone could have snatched said lady from your place.
Oh. See, I knew there was a reason why you are still my friend.
But what's the worst thing that can happen if the Rose meets the Dark Duke?
I don't think she's coming back.
Trixie or Rose?
Both. Both.
The way what I understood from your dialogue with your conversation with Marshall is that
he's in there. I'm not letting him go, Sean. I'm not letting him being gallivanted into the Dark Duke's viper nest. I'm just not.
plus, I mean,
Not after the vision that I had for that place.
For all we know, in terms of persons, the reason why they want the Wild Rose is to make sure that the one they thought already was dead actually
She
is dead
is
this
their
time.
only alibi for his existence right now.
More witness as a liability.
Well, yes, yeah.
And what happens when if he gets? I mean, wasn't his whole see everything black and white built upon her loss? If he still gets her back.
Oh no! That the Dark Duke.
Oh yeah, okay.
Was
Dark
not
Duke,
her
okay.
love. It's
Okay.
the Black Duke.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. What
But
happened
he's
to the
black and
Duke?
white after her death.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
very much black and white after her.
And what happens if he suddenly gets her back? And that goes out the window, and he goes
And
back
he
to
becomes
Looney
Machiavellian,
Tunes psycho acting
yeah.
again.
That's
Let's just hope that those fucking Muppets do their job quickly, and we're...
Do you even know that they will actually
No, but
take charge based on that?
No, I do not. But he was rather insistent upon being given a name earlier tonight, so... Oh wait, was that last night? That was probably the night before. Last night. Yeah, last night. So
I know we do very long nights, but
Yep.
that was actually another night.
the question is what we do for the future, for ourselves, the city, and everyone in it.
This plan of JJ's, it will buy us some time.
Yes, it'll buy some time to make decisions.
Regardless of what that decision is.
And she
It might
wants
be what
you
we
to
need.
rule with our support.
She wants, the blood of masters. I mean, to be quite honest, if I embraced a child right now, and I said I didn't want to rule, I'm not 100% certain what would happen, but I wouldn't necessarily hold on for me being indispensable anymore. She is 100% loyal to the blood.
No,
She's 100% loyal to the blood.
Ophelia's blood.
Yeah. I'm gonna assume that's
But they're batshit crazy. We've been in this society for like 4 weeks.
yes. That and therein lies the problem. That and the fact that whoever gets to rule after Montgomery might just as well fall to the Anarchs afterwards.
Yeah, because how many Camarillas are there now?
Dwindling very quickly.
Yeah.
4?
And
No, it's more than four.
no, it's more than that. There's the three of us.
But it feels like 4.
There's the two Malcavs.
Yeah, of course.
There's I'm gonna assume that the Gangrel will go which way you go, Sean. You're going to be their leader.
Yeah, it seems like I have no choice in that matter.
And I'm gonna need both your help. And I'm not... This is gonna seem such a cop-out. You saw what happened here. I used to believe that ruthlessness and willpower and let's just be frank and call it for what it is. Good political know-how would be enough to rule. But it needs one more thing.
Support.
Well, any rule would need that, but yes, but it also needs
Absolutely
a
the worship to
level
the
of,
Pope.
it needs a level of honesty to it.
Of course.
People that needs one cannot rule for simply the sake of ruling. One must give the city its dues and
You need a
its
purpose.
population its dues. Yeah, and I'm gonna need you two to help keep me honest no matter what happens here. That's
I can't make any
painfully
promises,
close.
not like that. But I can try.
I don't know how you've had it, Shiv. Well, I mean, I know you've been tortured by what happened, but I know for a fact that Sean's been struggling with it, and I know myself has had some slight control issues. And for a second, the image of a child in a crib
Yeah.
flashes before his eyes. But controlling the beast in us is not necessarily the most simplest thing to do.
No shit, Sherlock.
And as we get stronger, we can keep a better hang weight, but it gets stronger as well as we get age.
But
I'll tell you what I believe, and I believe this
it's.
thoroughly.
I think it's like you said with the city. We need honesty and we need a purpose.
We could always ask the Camarilla itself for help, and they'll send more like the ones like,
Arrogant fuckers.
yeah, like the two that did. But I don't know about you, and I don't know about anything but you two. But I know one thing. One thing I've learned by the whole this backstabbing, this dealing, lying to friends and loved ones, playing the game, taking risks, going all in, keeping secrets, breaking secrets. And that's one thing and one thing only, and that's it. I fucking love Boston. And I'm not going to hand it off to anyone else from the Camilla to come in here and lord it over us. And I do not wish to see the Anarch rule, because that won't be rule, that will be chaos. It will be conflict, and people's lives will constantly be torn apart, and there will be war, and there will be innocent blood spilled.
Death.
That's right. So now on one side we have the British are coming, and on the other side we have...
Hey, I'm already here.
Oh,
yeah,
let's face
but
it,
you're our kind of British.
With your name, you really have to have some immigrant blood either from Ireland or Scotland in you. Come on, there has to be.
Yeah. There'll never be...
Not telling.
There will never be a Queen Siobhan on the British throne. You're
Maybe on the
Gaelic.
Irish one.
This might seem preemptive and megalomaniac to me, but what I would like for the future of this city is, and this is to say it straight up, I would like you to be its protector, Sean.
Are you fucking mad?
No, I'm not. Given everything that happened, and has happened, it's not who you are. That's the circumstances we've been led to.
Yeah, that's true.
I still remember that day we met. I mean, I was food for those muscles thinking they're so fucking great because their parents belonged to country clubs and played golf. I had my ass kicked every single day at that preppy shit school until you showed up.
I'll kick some arse for you.
And you
have my axe.
We need to get you an axe. I mean, but be clear, we're talking about an actual axe and not a saxophone.
Yes.
Maybe
But
both.
to be honest, I think JJ's plan of dreams of me ruling now as a prince is premature. Even with a council to guide me, they would have all the power anyway. We're too young. We have the blood, we have the lineage, but we are young. But we'll see what political support we can scrounge up from where.
Well, I guess we have at least one Tremere and one Nosferatu in our
You have the
hacking this.
Malkovs as far as JJ.
Yeah, I believe that's the
Talk
something.
to-
And we're gonna have 2 Nosferatus. Because before this night is over, I will go to the Queen of Bones.
Sakura as well.
Yeah,
That's right.
Well, she's technically
Well,
she's
new
nominally
and- she's a guest,
Toreador.
so she's a guest currently, so it's
Anyway, no, but she can't come. But the
Honestly.
point is, if the crow is granted permission to embrace, he can embrace, and suddenly Sakura can disappear, and the real vampire can appear. But I will go to the Queen of Bones tonight, and I will offer her what she
Child.
desires in exchange for her support, in
course.
exchange for her owing us our blood boon.
I think you're you're shaping up to be a politician there, Chris.
Oh, such a dirty word.
I'm sorry.
don't
I
throw
didn't
The only
me
question
under the
is-
bus.
But this brings in the fact we cannot keep the prince in hiding forever.
No.
My
No.
thought is that when the time comes, do we blame the hunters or do we blame the Anarchs? Because I have a bit of a suggestion of how you can gain the Anarchs' trust, Sean. It would, if you're willing, and I'm not ask it lightly because I'm afraid it will be dangerous. But if you go to them and offer them the prince's head,
It's an option.
But he doesn't have to do the deed himself. He can
Mhm.
give them location.
that's also a possibility.
And then you won't have clean hands per se, but it might be a better.
The point is, we need to establish exactly how many they are. We know that the Bruja have allied with them, but who else and how many Anarchs are already in the city?
Yeah.
Are we talking 2, 5, 10, 20? We don't
You don't know. They don't go to the princess office and say, "Hey, dude,
Yeah,
I'm a man
exactly.
about town. Can
But this
I
is
linger?"
something that might draw some of them out. Because what I'm thinking is that, like I try to tell JJ, sometimes you need to lose a battle to win the war. And if they think they have this city, if they think they can parlay themselves into with what are left of us Camarilla vampires to change sides after the prince is dead.
Yeah, because the Bruja, they didn't want bloodshed. They wanted to parlay.
Exactly.
Have a take over the
So
power.
then we can bide our time, find out who they are. Then, when that is done, knowing that we will probably have the support of the Malkovs, because they want order and stability, they will not be satisfied with the loose hayness of the Anarchs. If we can keep on the support of the Tremere, I'm sure I'm on to enough, the Crow, and Queen of Bones owing us a blood boon, your clan backing you, the Toreadors backing Shiv, and if need be, and hopefully things go so right, my influence within the Cosa Nostra might be a tad more tangible in the future, which will give potentials for recruiting both ghouls, or, with push comes to shove, a couple of more Ventru to the ranks. Then we can let the hunters do their little God-sent mission to the heart's content. Reclaim the city, and if we reclaim the city for Camarilla, they will need to support us. They will have to acknowledge our abilities.
This is true. Your plan sounds absolutely mad, but I like it.
I know. It's elegant and it's sheer simplicity.
Right. Simplicity.
And I love how he just gave himself a very good compliment. It's so elegant. I made it.
Oh, there's one thing here that he doesn't address because he doesn't know. And that's a little thing churning inside Shiv's head. Already in deep dealings with Tamea. Does she know what kind of blood she really gave him?
Marianne has been very frustrated that I didn't save enough to save for later.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And when that Tremere understands what he has in his capable hands,
Hmm.
things might get really interesting.
Yep. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And she still needs a host.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
Like
There
I
is a
said,
Leo somewhere.
not it.
No, we'll put him in the prince.
Oh shit!
Don't mess with my snack pack.
Well, actually, Shiv, there is now a suitable host.
In a
He's
fridge.
pretty available.
Yeah.
This is gonna end up with like Chris accidentally diabolizing Aiden, thinking it's Montgomery, isn't it?
But is he then diabolizing the prince or Aiden?
Oh, so it's
And
gonna get
if
interesting.
those roles go wrong, who will inhabit Chris' body?
I don't know.
A Toreador in a Ventrue
Oh, it's
In a
just
Ventrue.
like,
prince.
he will dress better.
Yeah.
We'll just change his
Will
clan
he?
status to Malkavian
I
and throw him into
know.
the loony bin.
It's interesting. We're gonna stop this episode there because I think that's a good place to stop.
Mhm.
This was a freaking roller coaster ride of an episode. It was nail biting. I was like, shit. Ugh. But freaking hell, you guys, you dive so into the deep end of stuff, and you're not afraid of running with a
the
feeling
wolves.
and a scene, yeah, and the wolves and all that jazz. I'm like, god damn, I'm here for it. Yeah, I love it. Thank you so much. You make all these game nights so much fun. And to all you guys that actually take time out of your life to watch what we lunatics do, we do appreciate it. And thanks for the comments and likes and follows. We do appreciate it.
Thank
And
you.
yeah,
Yeah, thank you.
should they go with Chris's plan? Should they go with JJ's plan? What should they do? Should they go with Shiv's plan? Should they go with any plan? Should they just bomb shit?
Yes.
Yes, that's just bomb shit. We are interested to see. Tell us. I want to know. Give me some hints. Because I don't know. I don't know what the hell they're doing. I'm like sitting on the hill. Oh my god. But it's cool. It's exciting. And yes, until next time, stay safe. And we'll see you in a very short time. Bye.
Bye.